Hey friends, Patty here. I know it's been a while since I've been on YouTube. I had a whole bunch of things going on in my world and I just kind of put YouTube on a back burner, but I'm back and I have done some pretty cool things. I sold my home, I moved, and I also became a CZT, which is a certified ZenTangle teacher. And I think I'm going to be moving this channel more towards ZenTangle, still keeping coloring in there because I do create coloring books, so I definitely want to keep coloring in there, but I'm thinking that moving a little bit more towards ZenTangle. And to that effect, I have created a new tangle. For those of you who aren't aware of what ZenTangle is a method of creating pretty patterns using one stroke at a time. And as you're drawing these single strokes at a time, you're concentrating on that stroke and trying to let the cares of the world just go away. Pretty brief synopsis, but in any case, that's the gist of it. So this tangle I called Kith and Kin because when I drew it, this pattern right here just reminded me of like a party. And so I made it even more party-like by creating this tile and putting all these other things around it, and it just looked happy, and it looked like a party, like a one of those Congo lines that when you're dancing at a fun party. So I called it Kith and Kin, and I broke it down into these 5 steps, and each of these steps only has one basic line. It's this line. You can draw all this if you can make that line, which if you can write your name, you can make a line like that. So I'm going to draw this out for you, and the step out's available if you like it. I'll put a link in the description below, and let's get started. Thanks. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do, this piece of paper is 3.5 by 3.5 inches, and I've rounded the corners. This is not a ZenTangle official tile. This is just a piece of paper that I've cut to size and rounded the corners. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put a dot in each corner. And as we make these dots, we want to be thoughtful of things in our life to be thankful for, just to bring yourself into an awareness of gratitude. And then we connect the dots. It doesn't have to be a straight line. It can be a really curvy line. Just makes a little border. And honestly, for this tangle, you probably don't even need the border. And I'm just going to make a line that goes straight down. This is how straight it needs to be. Not straight at all, as you can see. And I'm going to use an 0.1 micron. And the first thing I'm going to do is to create that sort of C shape up here at the top. And I'm just going to skip down a little bit and just continue to make these and pretend that it's going to go off the edge and off the edge up here. Step 2 is to make a smaller one going in the other direction. And this is the part that gets a little bit tricky. I start on the edge of here, see this line right here, and I'm going to make that same C shape, but I don't want to connect it down here. I'm just going to make it like that. And we'll do that all the way down. And we're going to stop at our border here, but keep it as though it's going down. And the same with the top. There would be one that was probably coming up from here. Then I'm going to turn my tile just a little bit, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side, making that same shape as we come down. So we are now on this is step 3. So step 4 would be this bit right here is going to make the illusion that it comes to this bit. So we're just going to connect it like that. And we're going to do that on all of them. The tricky part is to have it connect with the inside line, not the outside line. And I'm going to turn my tile just a little bit and do the same thing on this side. I'm going to take this down and make it connect there. And see how we're starting to get that oval shape right here? That's what we're after. And we're going to pretend that this comes down. Oh, and yeah. Okay, so we're going to do it up at the top as well. And now the last step is to make this portion connect as though it's going through here, the over and under. See how it looks like it's just gone under that bit? And this one is the same. We're going to connect it. And there we have it. That's Kith and Kin right there. That's all that there is to it. And we're going to do a quick shade on it using the ZenTangle pencil. It's interesting. I have seen the ZenTangle pencil online and on YouTube and people using it, and I always wondered, why is this pencil so small? And I thought, is it because it sells more pencils? Well, the answer is no. It's small like this on purpose so that it fits in your hand easily, so that when you're making your shading marks, you're kind of on the side. Your hand naturally makes it on the side. And I never knew that until I became a CZT, Certified ZenTangle Teacher. And the first person that I taught after becoming a CZT had never done any kind of drawing and picked up the pencil and used it intuitively in this way. So I'm just putting a little bit of graphite down so that we can show where the shadow is and really accentuate that over and under feel of this tangle. Afterwards, I'll show you some of the other practice ones that I did leading up to the video. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, see this part right here? I'm going to make it continue right up here, just to give the illusion that it's continuing. And we'll put a little graphite there. And then we are going to use tortillon or a blending stick. Also, if your blending stick gets really dirty, you don't have to throw it away and get a new one. You just need to use an emery board or a piece of sandpaper. And I'm going to do this off camera because I don't want to get the emery board bits on my drawing. But you just run it over there quickly, and it erases all the stuff. So let's just blend this in real quickly. It's so cool how the eye makes this over and under when you shade. I hope you all have been doing well. I've actually missed being on my YouTube channel, but I had to get a whole bunch of other things done. But I'm back now, and I'll be uploading regularly. I've got some fun stuff in mind, and I hope you'll come with me on the journey. Isn't that cool? I just think this is so much fun. I had originally seen on a Facebook reel, it was like a 10 or 20 second drawing of somebody did of a heart, and it had a similar look to this, and I'm like, I gotta figure out how to do that. And And so I think I did. Now we could continue and put some other tangles in here. We could use this pencil border. Sometimes I really like to do this. Just using that little pencil mark that we did to make the edge. If you blend that, and maybe I need just a little bit more graphite. If you blend that only on the bottom, you get like this imaginary box. You see how it's kind of looking like it's going to be going in? Do it again on this side. Make it a little bit darker. Do it all the way around. Why not? I'm right here anyway. I'm just using little circles to blend this out. If you do this and you blend it all out and you've got your border, and then you want to still put in other tangles, you can certainly do that. I'm not a big fan of how it sounds when I'm using the tortillon. To me, it's like fingernails on a chalkboard. But I like the result, so I do it anyway, even if I don't particularly like the sound. So there you have it. That is Kith and Kin, and I'm going to show you that you can do it on a circle, a straight line. You can add other tangles to it. You can do it in a circle, and I shaded it with different ZenTangles out of my ZenTangle watercolor kit, which is really just looking at different tangles. Different tangles are like different colors. So that's what I did with that. And here's another one that I did, and I just put flux and some fescue and played with it that way. So I'd love to see what you guys come up with. You can send me an email at patty.anartigal, ANARTIGAL @gmail.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.